This is an example to import a series of coordinates as well as any other comments, for instance, from an Excel spreadsheet based on, could be, for instance, this is foundation. These coordinates are in world coordinates, true world coordinates, and in meters. So bringing them into Revit, you can't just import it like the old days in CAD, and we just do the import and place by. So using Dyanamo, say for instance we browse, we open up the Excel spreadsheet, we're looking at sheet 1, the sheet name, and this first part just reads that. Then we go into the second part of the script, which basically processes the Excel spreadsheet and transforms it into a list. So the first thing we do is we remove row 1, so it removes all of those values out of it, so purely we just have this information here. Then from that list is then transformed, and I've got just simple Python scripts that basically get column A, B, C, D, and E. So if I come back over to Excel, we can have a look. We've got columns A, B, C, D, and E, okay, in those values. And then each of them, so if we looked at C comes through and drops down into the matrix transformation. So to transform anything into Revit, you basically need to do an adjustment because of anything greater than 33-mile radius. So what I tend to do is first grab the base point. From that, take those values of the base point, and I put them through a matrix transformation that transforms the points I'm bringing in and the project base point and aligns it closer to the base point. And then the results of that, those points come in, and then whereby I can put families in. So I've just actually opened up a blank construction template, and I actually haven't loaded any other families in. So if I just have a look here, structural foundation, so I don't have anything in here. If I click on the base point, the project base point is not set up. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up the actual project file in terms of world coordinates. So I use from the subscription center, the shared reference point. So this is just asking me to select the point, and in this I'm just going to use the project base point, and quasi-north, or the alignment of true north, project north is up, and from this I'm going to select the file. So in this one here, I've created one previously. So that's gone through and created a project base point. So if I clicked on this project base point is still at 0, 0. So this is the original 0, 0. So if I come over to the Manage tab, Location, click on the Location tab, and we've got the GIS shared reference point. So I'll make that one current, click OK. So looking at the screen, it doesn't look like anything's changed, when in reality it has. Clicking on this point, now I've got something again that represents my location inside, which is, as you can see, a fairly large number as well as another fairly large number. Now those values you see were, because my units are in millimeters, so I'm going to first change this back to meters. Click OK, click OK. So click over, and that's like that. So if we just have a look and toggle between true north, you can see the site's rotated 13 degrees clockwise to project north. Okay. So now I want to bring in my series of foundation, and the first thing I need to do, I suppose, is just load in the family. So I'm going to just load in a simple rectangle pad foundation. So come down to structural foundation, rectangle footing. That's just loaded into the project, and down here you can see it's come in. Okay, so I've got 2 to choose from. Coming back over to Dyanamo, like I said to you before, I've gone through, it's going to read the values, the X, the Y, and the Z values. In this case, I haven't actually used the first 2 values of type and comment. As you can see, they're just grayed out, they're not wired up to anything. And here I just want to select the footing. So there's my footing that I want. Now, let's browse to the Excel spreadsheet. Open that up. So I've changed it to automatic instead of manual. So it's just that's run, and as you can see, if I flip over the geometry view, those series of points have come in based on that, and that's going through and read the spreadsheet. So if we just have a look, I suppose, hover over that, you can sort of see from that list it's generated all the values within that spreadsheet. And we pop over to Revit. So I'll run the script, and there's the foundations as they've come in. So if I pop that over to True North, we can see the foundations where they are and how they're orientation to True North, as well as, I suppose, bringing them in to Project North. Additionally, just to check those values to ensure that they have come in, is just using this extension, apply coordinates to foundation. So that's gone through and populated it up. And I can sort of see, okay, those values are that. So I've created a simple schedule to schedule that out. And as you can see, we've got true easting, true northing, and if I open up the Excel spreadsheet that previously had those values in, see the values start mimicking through what was done within Revit. Within the Excel spreadsheet has now been brought into Revit using Dyanamo to read the spreadsheet, process the spreadsheet, process the points from real world coordinates using the project base point, and then placing a point family.